Good morning, YouTube. PPS back here. It is our YouTube play of the day video for the 7th of October. It has been a little bit. I don't think I did not have a YouTube play of the day video yesterday. There was not really any action um, at all. I did drop a free play over on Twitter, though. I had an article out there. And I don't think I dropped one the day before because obviously we had passed the prop that day. So usually I try not to do them on past the prop days, but today we got a ton of action. I missed yesterday. So we are coming back to you with one here. I will be doing one for college football, and I'll be doing one baseball spot. It is postseason baseball. No time better than right now. So yeah, let's get right on into it. If you could, before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you want to join our Pass the Prop DK contest, go take a look at my last Pass the Prop, which was Wednesday. I have the description, or I have the link to the DraftKings in that description there. So make sure you sign up, and hopefully we can get that filled this week. But yeah, let's get started. I'll kick it off with baseball here. First one I'm going to go with, it's going to be the Blue Jays' first five. I know Luis Castillo's been fantastic for him. I'm not going to dispute that. But what I will say here is Alek Manoah has been absolutely lights out in these last few weeks here. Let's just take a look at his numbers here in the month of September to finish off the season. Usually guys start dying down a little bit towards the end of the season. But, yeah, Manoah has been getting way, way, way better. In his 41 innings of September, he has a .88 ERA and a .85 WHIP. Seattle, probably one of the weaker offensive teams in this postseason. Obviously, Manoah's been absolutely lights out at home this year. 2.4 ERA with a 1.91 batting average allowed at home. He's got a better strikeout percentage as well at home. It's just going to be a really tough spot for the Mariners, especially since we've been seeing Castillo slow down a little bit here. Over his last 5 starts in that same amount of time that Manoah has been getting better, right? We've been seeing Castillo get a little bit worse. Ever since the Cleveland outing, we've seen 6 runs allowed to the White Sox, 4 to Oakland, 5 to Kansas City. It's going to be interesting here. I just think the offensive side of the Blue Jays will be able to come through. Obviously, you're at home. I think the first couple innings here are going to be definitely leading Blue Jays here with the home crowd there ready to go for this postseason run. I also like how Manoah completely negates right-handed power, right? All of the right-handed power goes away when you face Alek Manoah. He has a .249 slugging percentage against him. That is unbelievable against a certain side. We look at this team, right? You're going to have Julio, right side, Eugenio Suarez. You're going to have Haniger. A lot of right-handed guys in this lineup that I don't think are going to really be able to do much against this right-handed dominant pitcher, right? He completely dominates right-handed hitting, and even lefties aren't hitting that great against him. 367 slugging with a 237 batting average. But against righties, right? This is a 346 batter sample size this year. He only has a 159 batting average allowed and a 249 slugging. That is unreal. This dude has been completely wiped out against righties. The teams that we've seen give him trouble are the Baltimore Orioles, who roll out 6 or 7 lefties. That's how you get Manoah. I don't think Seattle is that matchup for him. So I'm going to be rolling with the Blue Jays here. I love Alek Manoah. I love this Blue Jays offense here. I think they can make Castillo work. And you also have to remember, he pitched for the Reds for most of his career here, right? So he ain't getting to the playoffs. He has not been really in this playoff deep run that Seattle is hoping to make here. So I think there might be a little bit of nerves being the opening day game 1 starter here, especially in a new team. So I'll be rolling with the Blue Jays first 5. Second, guys, we are heading to college football. So far, we split our last one. We're at 9-6 on the season, 2.07 units profit here. And I'm going to be going to another prop. And I'm going to Nebraska's Anthony Grant tonight, over 105 rushing yards, -110 on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Anthony Grant has been awesome. Absolutely awesome. He is the cog that is making this offense move. Obviously, you can point to Thompson as well. And I also think that Thompson really does help Anthony Grant get extra holes in this defense. Facing off against Rutgers, first I want to just talk about Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant is averaging 22 carries per game this year. He is on an elite workload. And we would have seen this number at 26 if the Oklahoma game didn't happen and they didn't get absolutely blown out by the Sooners. Last week faced a decent Indiana front seven, put up 136 on these guys. We also seen him against Northwestern get to 101 on 5.3 yards per carry. So far this year, 5.3 yards per carry is his average. He's facing off against a Rutgers team who just got absolutely shredded by Ohio State. I will not fault you for that. That team is absolutely I think they're going to win the whole thing personally. But even against Iowa, right, we saw both of their running backs reach 58 yards. But we also saw their number one running back with not really a huge carry along the way get almost 6 yards per carry in that game as well. Obviously, Iowa scored 2 defensive touchdowns in that game, so I'm not taking a ton away from it. But still being able to get holes, still being able to allow a team that has no offensive prowess at all to get that far along the way, getting 5 yards a pop from a Iowa team that is just absolute garbage. Also looking at his game log so far this year, not only is the volume crazy, but he's getting these numbers. He's had 2 games with 46-yard runs. He has the explosive ability as well. But what I do like about Grant is he is able to do it on pure volume, like against Indiana. His longest rush against Indiana last week was only 17 yards, but he had 32 carries for 136. Right, that is elite numbers. They're minus 3 point or their 3-point spread here in Rutgers. You also have to know Rutgers just gave up 5 rushing touchdowns to the backup for Ohio State. So that's obviously not something you really want to see when you have a team that's going to really want to run the ball here as well. But we've also seen him go over 100 yards against Northwestern, and he had a 50-yard carry, right? So he has the explosive ability, he has the home run ability, but he also has the volume to get us there on like 29 carries, only averaging 5 yards a pop, and still getting us over this 100-yard mark. I just think the volume is too much. I don't trust this Rutgers side, especially on a short week. It was such a high emotional game against Ohio State. Obviously, everybody saw the punter running for those extra yards and stuff when they're up by 40. That's obviously not a good look. But, yeah, like I said, 21 carries, 190 to Mayan Williams there for 5 touchdowns. I mean, this is going to be an interesting game. Obviously, 3-point spread. I think if Nebraska gets the win, this is an easy winner. But I think even in a neutral game script, Anthony Grant will still be around that 25 carry mark. So absolutely love both these guys tonight. I love the Blue Jays and my boy Alec Manoah. And we're rolling with Anthony Grant of Nebraska over 100 yards rushing tonight against Rutgers. So if you guys liked the video, please smash that like button, hit that thumbs up, and smash that subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, be ready. Obviously, follow me over on Twitter. I'm not sure about the status of Pass the Prop yet. I think Stu is sick, so we're going to be figuring out here on the fly. I might be just popping on it myself and just putting out our plays there. So just make sure you follow me over on Twitter, and hopefully we'll be able to get after it today again. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck, and let's catch both of them.